Hey y'all, we are back with another Chick Squad update. I know, it's like there's really not much to update, but look at them. They are so thriving and looking good and energetic. And just look at that leghorn and my barred rock. They're so cute. My barred rock with that little white patch at the top of the head. Adorable. Anyway, so as you can see here, their wing feathers are kind of coming out, except for the silver lace wyandotte, of course, the runt, my flock. Still kind of worried about her, but I think she's holding her own. Look at her, like getting in there, getting her food. She's like, well, I'm not about to be left in the bottom of the pecking order. I'm gonna get mine. The Rhode Island red, as you can see there, it's really interesting, the pattern on her wings. I feel like that's definitely not how they look with the mature birds, so it'll be interesting if that stays. But yeah, they're starting to get more feathers, and I'm able to turn off the heater lamp more in the daytime because it's starting to get warmer, so they're not as reliant on it. But yeah, definitely their appetite growing, so I decided to give them some treats that is different to their feed. So there's some clovers from the backyard. I really need to mow the backyard, but in the meantime, I'm gonna take advantage of the weeds and clovers growing there and see what they're like. Clovers, initially I was not sure, so I looked it up if it's good for them, and it looks like it's fine. Look at their little tails. So here's a little time lapse of them just kind of going to town on some clovers. I should have probably chopped them up more, but anyway, look at that. They're just like, what's this? New food? Say less. So I'm giving them a little bit of a salad rotation in addition to their feed. The white leghorn definitely is the most fearless. It's just like, I'm gonna try everything you give me. I'm gonna try the buffet. The others are more cautious. I'm starting to notice the Americana, even though she's probably the oldest one, is a lot more like leery when they get new food or I change their bedding. The Buff Orpington, big two, starting to get bigger. I love the pattern on the barred rock though. Like, look at that little stripe on the wings. She's so cute. Anyway, yeah, just here's more footage of them just kind of going through and eating some of the clover. And I think I'm gonna make it more of part of their regular diet so that they're not just eating feed. So hopefully eventually I can like free range them in the backyard when they're bigger and they're less susceptible to being preyed upon by the freaking neighborhood cats. Anyway, don't get me started on the neighborhood cats. They be pooing all over the garden. But yeah, so this is just a quick update, and just, yeah, they're still cute, still playful. I upgraded into this big shipping box that I got from work because the little plastic container that I had them in was starting to be a little cramped, so this gives them a little more leg room to walk around and kind of stretch their wings. For the most part, they've been pretty much just doing the usual chick stuff and just eating, sleeping, eating, pooing. But it's so good to see them with a little bit of more like feathers, because I feel like the more they grow, the bigger they get, the more comfortable I am that they'll make it into adulthood. I also got them some grit because I looked it up online and they said that it needs to be mixed in, especially like when they're still young and they don't like free range, and it helps them digest their food better. So I'm just adding some more of that in their feed and trying not to overfeed them because they said that's also bad to not give them too much food. So I'm mixing in the regular feed and some clover and some grit and giving them fresh water daily, and I really gotta find a better feeder for them because that water is always getting dirty, and I feel like I'm changing it every day, which is fine because right now they're like super young and reliant on me and heater and light. And this is nighttime because I have it on. I usually have it on once the sun is down. But yeah, right now they're indoors, so they're still confined to this big box, but they're too tiny still to be left out of the brooder. We'll see how long they can live in this huge box. I really can't wait though till they can go outside and feel the grass beneath their feet, feel some sunlight, and just be chickens. Because that's the dream. And so they can like scratch and forage. But right now they're so tiny, and I know every video I've seen is like, yeah, do not just leave them in a brooder box until they have more feathers and can fend for themselves a bit more. But yeah, I'm counting down the days so we can all chill in the backyard. But yeah, that's pretty much our update. It's nice to see them growing. I think it just eases my mind more when I see some development and they're, energetic and developing feathers and getting bigger. Like, that makes me feel reassured. Yeah. Oh, and I also took some photos after week 1 and week 2 just to see their development. So here they are. Check them out.